Hey guys, Salvi here, just reminding you to, of course, like, subscribe, and follow, and all that kind of good stuff that YouTube asks if you enjoy what video I'm going to put out for you today. Thank you. Well, my expectations were low, but holy hell. We have Twisty Graduation, who was, of course, a part of Nijisanji until she got silently removed from everything on around June 17th or so. As is said down here, around June 21st is the official date, but around June 17th was when everything started getting removed. So Nijisanji waited, since it was like somewhere around midweek when they did this, they waited until they actually could do things in a way that prevents investors from getting angry at them. They did it on the weekend. They did it on a Saturday. Why? Because Saturday, in general, around the world, the stock markets are closed, and this would hit them the least amount in the stock market. It is a ploy that does happen sometimes with people like them. So yeah, that does happen. It's an announcement regarding Twisty Graduation's contract termination. They did a short one, and just in a tweet. Nijisanji has terminated a contract with Twisty Graduation due to confirmed instances of discriminatory speech, which is in direct violation of our contract terms and is not tolerated in our community. Yet IxieVT, who is very, very much, discriminatory towards anybody. I mean, it doesn't matter who you're discriminatory against. If you put this out where he says discriminatory speech is part of it, then why is IxieVT still there? He has said it actively on stream. He's said actively that he is, he tries to stay away from white people and that type of stuff. That is still discriminatory. Doesn't matter if you think white people are in power and now blah, 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 blah. It doesn't matter. It's still discriminatory. Appreciate your continued support as we grow together, and we remain committed to fostering a community built on mutual respect, creativity, and accountability. I have not seen much more bull crap than this. They don't foster it. The actual VTubers decide whether to foster it or not. There are a lot of good ones like Rosemi, Scarlet, etc. And then there are bad eggs that don't do so well. Thank you for understanding. It's had over 4 million views. I did put my 2 bits here. Statements like this make the community think you are protecting people like Aster. You putting this out makes the few who wanted to give you another chance after Solen starting to give up. Basically, yeah, Uki gets away with the things, huh? We get that you only care about talents that make you money, but you could have at least written her in an actual termination notice. Nice job spitting on the situation and showing everyone you're not learning anything worth our respect or forgiveness. That's part of what they said. Of course, so many fans want to move on with Nijisanji and keep supporting the talents, but every time you act like this, you make it very clear you're just a company. And not only like for example, Hololive is a company too, but Hololive doesn't do this. Hololive does not do this. So don't pretend like you write your awful tweets like this, that you care about the community. You don't. Great, now you're going to terminate Aster? Are you going to terminate Aster? Basically, I don't think they are. Are you going to stay quiet about that, continuously protecting someone that hurts others? You would think the stuff being said about him would also break his contract. It's been since November or December since anything was said. And it wasn't just 1 or 2 people saying it. Here's the issue. It wasn't just 1 or 2 people saying it. It was several. We saw it in the Raziel Warmonic document on Luca. That Luca was informed of it, and so had Illyra in order to be able to talk to management. You also had several people talk to False ID about the things that had happened to them. So it wasn't just an isolated incident. Even Twisty said that this is something that he does to every single newcomer. He's known for doing that to every female newcomer on the scene when it comes to Nijisanji. He is known to be doing this, at least alleged to be doing this. I have to, of course, be sure to make sure in a legal sense, these are all allegations in the court of public opinion. People have already made up their minds. But in a legal sense, these are all allegations, of course. But yeah, Kenny says you could have at the very least given her something like that. I love how this one is just a text, no image. Basically, thanks to you. Thank you, Nijisanji. We love that. Hopefully, we can address Aster as well. Don't know if the investigation is ongoing. And to be honest, we don't know anything, but it seems like he's been a weirdo towards others. And yeah, it's just, they really, really, really seem to be wanting to protect Aster while affecting negatively other people. Like, I know Twisty has said her things, and this is just, in fact, they didn't even investigate Twisty. All they did was see her video, and we're like, well, this is a good excuse to terminate her. They saw her video where she, the one that I covered, where she was phobic to a lot of things, and also they saw her video where she was whistleblowing on them, and it was like, well, we can't get her on the whistleblowing thing because whistleblowers are protected in many cases in many countries. We'll get her on the discriminatory things that she said. So nice one, Nijisanji. You always find a way to go even lower than the bar that was already set pretty damn low for you. We are moving on to Klara Charmwood, who is a VTuber with Nijisanji EN under the Denauth, group, basically the Denauth generation, and she used to be a, genmate of Twisty and Manazako, not anymore because Twisty was officially, removed, from everything having to do with Nijisanji, but she does have a bit of some words. She does have some words to say about the whole situation during a karaoke stream that she was doing recently. Let's talk about it.
Alright, anyways, I do have a bit of an important thing to talk about before we continue our pre-chat Zatsu and dive into the game. Alright, Coach, let's listen up, okay? Okay, this is this.
My bad, it was a pre-chat Zatsu for a game. I just thought microphone karaoke. My bad.
This is something important. I usually don't do things like this, but this is really important. So, as you guys have seen, the announcement has come out recently, and I think a lot of you guys know what has happened. And I just want to say it's okay to grieve, it's okay to be upset. Everyone is entitled to their own opinions, of course, but let's always remember, right? Everyone has different ways to grieve, and that's alright. But let's make sure that we never send any hate, because as happy as it sounds, we should be spreading love, not hate, alright? And for Kochamas, masters, my ladies, I know a lot of you were a little worried, but I will still be here for a long time as your Klara Charmwood as usual. So I'm okay, I will be okay, and I hope that Kochamas, masters, my ladies, you guys can, slowly become okay too. I know a lot of fans thing is probably really hard on, myself and, some other livers as well. I know it's really difficult for you guys as fans as well, so especially in times like this, make sure to support one another. At the end of the day, like I said just now, as happy as it is, spread love, not hate, alright, Kochamas? I know you guys are all amazing people, and I know you guys know what to be doing and what to not be doing here, and that's basically it. That's all that I'm gonna say about it. I'll still keep working hard. That's not gonna change. I have been working hard, and I'll continue working hard as Klara Charmwood. That's not going to change, alright? I have a lot of feelings too. I'm not gonna talk about that on stream, of course, but nothing's gonna change for me. I'll still be here. I'll still be Klara Charmwood. I'll still keep working hard, and I'll still make sure you guys all have a nice, safe space to enjoy yourselves after a hard day, or before a day of work or school or anything like that. I'll be here. It's okay. That's about it. I know it's really hard for a lot of you guys out there. It's not just hard for me. I know it's hard for a lot of you guys there too. So take care, okay? You can grieve in your own way as much as you want. Just remember.
And of course, that is very good. I'm very glad that she said something. Because, of course, there are going to be people who are going to want to burn everything down. I report these things and I give my opinions. Of course, some of them are mega L takes, and I do understand those. And that is fine. That is something that I'm willing to accept, that I do have mega L takes in many situations. I try to correct things that I've made mistakes on, of course. But I do like that she is trying to keep a positive demeanor. She is not responsible for what happened to Twisty. Neither is Ryoma. Neither are any other VTubers inside of Nijisanji. The ones that are responsible for the bad handling of this are the upper management. The, mid to upper level managers, not the grunts on the ground, not even the ones directly dealing with Twisty and other people like that. They're usually underpaid and overworked. But the middle managers and those above them are usually the ones that are causing all these issues. So, of course, don't direct your hatred towards anybody who's still there. Don't ask them what's going on, because a lot of times they won't know, number one, because they are pretty much informed when you are. That's something that's happening a lot of times. Sometimes they get a heads up. Like in Hololive, a lot of times when they're graduating, etc. like that, when they're actually going to graduate, they give people that are close to them a heads up. But in Termination, no one really knows. So, of course, remember to be kind when you can. And yes, criticize people. Criticize as much as you want. But remember, do not harass. A little bit of a Suisei meme, a Sui meme, Suisei love, whatever you want to call it. We have here, of course, it's saying how it feels to have a bunch of Hoshiyomis at a cosplay convention, cosplay as Suisei. A lot of people cosplay as Suisei. There are professional cosplayers that are cosplaying as Suisei, since of course she's very popular in Asia, in Japan, or also even in general, Hoshiyomis that are cosplaying as Suisei at any convention that they go to. Which is great to see as a VTuber. Having someone cosplay as you is amazing overall. It is an amazing thing. Of course, I do love seeing it. I'm very glad that they do that because that means that she has reached the hearts of people. And right now, of course, Miko, Sakura Miko, is being surrounded by all the Hoshiomis. And the person who does it has a bunch, as you can see, a bunch of actual, felt. Well, they usually use felt for the hair, but they have a bunch of plushies there, felt plushies. So it's awesome to see, though. Either way, PhaseConnect has decided to do a 3D concert at Offkai, but in a kind of also having it live and free for anyone who's not there. Be your pick-me-up starting at 4:30. Tune into our 3D concert, The Origins of Stars, because even if you can't be at the con, you can still rock out. And what are they talking about? It's going to have Kaneko Lumi from, it looks like, Pippa, Leah, of course, Tenma, the Lalibaba, and we also have Uruka. Let's take a look right here. Oh my goodness, they sing pretty nicely. That is awesome. This is kind of like I believe this is getting closer to maybe the end of it. It is very, very nice. So that is very well done. Of course, nowadays they do have a lot of that out there. A lot of organizations, I mean, for PhaseConnect to be able to make such a very, very nice, kind of like upper tier level stuff, it is very nice. A lot of people are very happy to see it. Of course, seeing all of them on the stage, we would wish for every single person to be on the stage, of course. Thinking about the things we'll do later today. I wanted to hear Uruka sing because I don't think I've ever heard Uruka sing. But yeah, this is just a little bit of what they have here. Of course, Lumi sings very, very well. Leah, everyone else. Lumi has had her 3D for a bit. She sang, I think, also at the Vtuber Awards. Pippa, Leah, everybody with their 3Ds on here on a special stage for each and every one of you is a nice gift that PhaseConnect is giving their fans. And I do wish them the absolute best as they do this. As I've covered before, HoloLive is having their 3Ds for Justice. Finally, Justice is able to have their 3Ds going on through there. And it is going to be in August. Since there's enough time, HoloLive Justice has decided to do something interesting and something new, in my opinion, is they want your voice for the 3D collab. Fan chants wanted. Be a part of the official HoloLive English Justice 3D collab by submitting your fan chant. Show off your energy and join the concert hype. Justice wants you in their big moment. Let's make this collab unforgettable. And here you have it here. Fan chants wanted. Be a part of Justice 3D collabs. And then we go next. Follow the guide. A guide video is provided for your reference. Check the record settings. For all submissions, we recommend adhering to the file specifications listed below. Sample rate, bit depth, 48 kilohertz, 24 bits. Audio channels, monaural, and format wave. Well, if you can do monaural, or whichever one you can do, but try to follow these. Start recording. Begin recording your vocal track. 4. Read before submitting. Read carefully the submission guidelines. 5. Complete your submission. Upload your finished audio file to the Dropbox link provided in the form. Applications will close on June 30th, 2025, 11:59 p.m. PDT. So basically the last day, last minute of June 30th of June. Be part of the Justice 3D Collab Showcase. And there you go, of course. Down here, chants, myth section, Justice, and then, of course, promise section, yeah, that all that stuff there. Is it like an original fan chant or is it a recording of a Justice fan chant for breaking dimensions? That type of thing. Some people are wondering what the heck is going on. Some people are wondering why that's happening. But this is new, from what I know. I'm pretty sure smaller VTubers have done this before, but for HoloLive, this is something new. Of course, you're going to be able to have your fan chant there. Those are chants that people do a lot of times in the idol sphere. That's what comes out from usually from the idol sphere of specific, chants to kind of either pump themselves up, the fans, or pump the idols up. This is something amazing that they're doing. I'm really glad they're doing this. And of course, you have until the 30th of June to finish this up. Welcome back, everybody, to the VTuber Showcase, the place where I like to showcase up-and-coming VTubers of various sizes, shapes, types, everything in between. Why do I do this? Because I want it to be a positive space, a space where people can, help each other out. As VTubers, we can help each other out, bring each other up, instead of tearing each other down or competing or doing any of the other kind of weird stuff that does happen in the VTuber space and you see too much of. So today we're talking about Ixie, VTuber artist, a VTuber / artist, comms open, etc. There we go. Let's take a look. This is their channel. Dumb Dragon doing dumb things, play a variety of games. My true love is open world RPGs. You just stream 3 to 4 times a week. We also love Drunk Mario Kart. So they are, this one looks like it's going to be the 3.0 that's going to be coming soon. This is their current form here that you can see here. And let's take a look at what they've done.
No. Oh my god. Bro, that was the greatest catch of all time. Did you fucking see that, guys? Did you fucking see that? That was the greatest catch of all time. Just put me on the fucking baseball team, bro. Holy shit. They call
pretty much
her a legend.
And here we go with their YouTube side. They're doing, reacts and other things like that. Judging people's orders like a seasoned barista. Other VODs here as well. Not only short sections, but also VODs here, which is always a good choice to do because of the fact that it does take, a long time to create these things, and Twitch does remove them pretty quickly, unfortunately. So luckily for her, she was able to save this here. And of course, thank you so much, Ixie, for allowing me to showcase you on my channel. Do hope this helps you in some way. Thank you guys for watching as always, and of course take a look, and if you enjoy everything, like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell notification icon, all those things that YouTube asks of you. Really do appreciate you. Have a wonderful day.